What's up, guys? Coming at you from San Antonio, Texas. Back again with another video. This is going to be part 2 of the Master MW07. I realize that on my first video, I kind of ragged on them a little bit. Some people took that the wrong way. I got a lot of downvotes and a lot of "I'm crazy" comments. So I'm here to hopefully clear that up, because I do think these are some really nice buds. All right, so let me fix the camera here a little bit, make sure you guys can see everything. So I usually don't like to start off with an unboxing and going over every detail that you can pretty much pick up from just about any other review or their website. The thing is, I guess people seem to like that a lot, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna start with an unboxing, even though it's already been unboxed. I'm gonna show you what you're in for. Okay, now these are the gray terrazzo. Okay, now they do come in 2 other colors. Blue happen to be my personal favorite, but they didn't have those in stock at Amazon, and I like to shop at Amazon. Okay, so you're gonna get this black box. As soon as you open it, you're going to be treated to a really beautiful stainless steel case. It's not going to stay beautiful, so enjoy it while it lasts. Alright, we're going to take out the pouch. There's a really nice pouch for the case. The quick start guide, you're not going to need it. As soon as you take the buds out, they're basically going to connect. So that's really cool. I don't think any other bud does that. Here you're going to find all your wing tips and larger or smaller buds for your ears, and then, you know, obviously the charger. So, and that seems to be a really good quality charger with the little strap so you can roll it up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take these out of the box, and let's make these the star of the show today, shall we? Let's move all this stuff out of the way. Okay, so first and foremost, let's start off at the case. All right, it's a very beautiful case, heavy. Well, I mean, not heavy, but it has some substantial weight to it. It feels like, you know, $300 case, which is great. That I'm not even knocking that. All right, so as soon as you touch it, though, it's not going to look nearly as nice. It's easily clean, not a big deal. Definitely not a deal breaker. The lid opens up. The thing is, it's not magnetized. I would really like it if it was magnetized so it can actually stay closed. I can imagine these at the edge of a table, bumping them over. Hits the ground. This opens up and, you know, they fall out. I'd really like for the headphones to be more secure in there, but for the most part, you're not going to have any trouble. That's a very specific situation that more than likely is not going to happen, okay? It just can happen. That's not going to happen with the Jaybirds. So, and it locks too. So, I would like some sort of locking mechanism. That'd be cool. But again, that's not a deal breaker for me. We're going to move on to the actual bud, and this is what you guys are here for, right? And I wish I had a better camera to really bring it. So dark. The wings, how they fit. Guys, I got to be honest with you. These are the best fitting earbuds I've ever tried. Okay, they go in your ear, and it's almost like you can forget that they're there. You know, there's no pressure points anywhere, and it doesn't feel like you have a bulb of rubber in your ear. So that is really neat what they did there with that. There's no, even my Terra Pros, which happen to be my personal favorite right now for the gym as far as earbuds go, you can feel them. You know, they're comfortable, but you can feel them, especially when you're pulling them out. It kind of feels like there's a suction there, and it hurts my right ear a little bit. Not a big deal, but they really did get the comfort down. Okay, they did a great job with that. I will give them that design. Awesome. Now, what you're really here for, right? The sound quality. It doesn't matter if they look good, if they're made well, and they are made well. These happen to be the nicest earbuds. I mean, look at that. You take them out of the case, they light up, you put them in your ear, they make this really nice high-end sound. The buttons are easy to press, easy to get to. They're just really nice, very well designed. Master Dynamic did put some thought into the design. Now, the sound, it's a very rich, full, warm sound. Okay, that, to my ears, I like a bright sound. I like the mids more towards the high end. I have a very particular, I guess, EQ The V-Moto Crossfades 2 almost touch on that, and obviously the Neurophones definitely get that right for sure. Let's get the Neurophones in there, huh? Yeah, those are king of sound for me. Now the Master and Dynamic sound with these earbuds is very rich, very full. I'll give you an example. I listen to Pitbull. I like dance music, so I listen to Pitbull, and he usually has a but he has a higher pitched voice, a little bit. It's hard to explain, but when these buds are in and I'm listening to the music from these buds, his voice becomes deeper, right? A little bit more bass in his voice tones. And then I thought, well, you know what would really highlight this is Eminem, because we all know Eminem has this white boy kind of nerdy sound. It's hard to explain his voice, but we all kind of know it. It has this slight nasally, high-pitched tone. So I went to Eminem, and the same thing happened. His voice sounded a little bit more deeper. It had a little bit more bass to it. So it didn't sound bad. And as a matter of fact, I could actually live with it. But for me, having had a personalized EQ from the Terra Pros, and the same thing with the Neurophones, that really turned me on to my own preference in music. For me, putting the Master Dynamics in my ear, they sound good, but it's almost like a little muffled to me. And then I put the Terra Pros on with my personal EQ on, and the music just brightens up. It like breaks through this screen that was kind of over it with the Master and Dynamics. Now I put it on the signature on the Terra Pros. I put it on the signature sound, and it was basically the same thing. It went back to this kind of muddy. I don't know. I didn't like it. So again, sound is very subjective. So I'm trying to describe the sound as best as I can. If you happen to like deep, rich, more bassy tone, now don't get me wrong, the bass is there, but it's not overpowering at all, then the Master and Dynamics are going to do a great job for you. The EQ on this is very well set. They did put a lot of time and effort into this from the box. I had trouble getting into the box, but that was my own fault. I mean, I don't suspect any of you guys having trouble getting into the box, which really wouldn't matter, shred it up. But for $300, I don't know. I can't give it to them for $300. The Jaybird runs to me they're bulky. They feel cheap in comparison to the Master Dynamics. They're definitely uncomfortable in comparison to the Master Dynamics, but the sound with EQ, which happens to be very important now to me, is setting the EQ to my liking. It really brings out the sound, man. It really pops. Now with the Master and Dynamic, I went out and I listened to pop music. I listened to rap music. I listen to jazz. I really try to get out there and really, because there's a lot of people telling me I'm crazy. So if I'm crazy, that means I'm not giving these guys enough time. So for the past few days, I have been rocking these buds. And if you really sit down and listen to the music, wow, guys, I picked up tones that I didn't regularly pick up with other headphones. Now, that's not to say that I couldn't do that with the Terra Pros, because if I sit down and really listen to the music, I can pick out tones. But the Master Dynamics would every once in a while surprise me with just, because their soundstage is so wide. And I think the fit also helps with that. When you put these in your ear and you kind of forget that they're there because they're so comfortable, and all of a sudden you're full of music, you can easily forget that something's in your ear and you're just listening to this 3D soundstage. It's pretty cool. All right. Now with the Terra Pros, you're not gonna forget that they're there. They're gonna be comfortable, but you're gonna know you're wearing earbuds. And I think part of the 3D effect, where a noise comes from like behind you, has something to do with the fit. So that really does help the Master and Dynamics give you some sort of more of a three-dimensional soundstage. Now, realistically, I don't usually wear earbuds or over-ear headphones to just listen to music. So I go out and I work out. And when you're working out, you are not going to be paying attention to the little nuances in music and sound, okay? You do want it to sound good, but most of the time in the gym, I want it loud and some solid bass in there. that's what I'm looking for in earbuds for sure. I definitely want that. And sometimes when I'm really working out, when I'm doing like 200 burpees, by the 100 burpee mark, I actually don't even want music at that point. I need to take it off or take a break, you know. So with the Terra Pros, it's cool. I can take them off and make a little necklace out of it. And I can't really do that with the Master Dynamics, but that's not a deal killer for me. I can figure out something to do with them. I can put it back in the case and in my little bag or whatever. It's just kind of handy to be able to make a necklace out of it. No big deal. That's not a deal killer for me. The deal killer for me is the price to sound. If I can maybe mess around with the EQ. Now I can. I have the OnePlus 6T, and they just recently pulled out an update where I can EQ wireless headphones. Now that's kind of unique. I've never seen that before. Maybe I had the Note 8, and maybe you could do it on the Note 8, but I've never seen an option for it. I never ran into that. The OnePlus 6T brought that out front and center. You can EQ wireless headphones, and I did mess with it, and you know what? I was able to make a brighter EQ for my ears, and that really did kind of nudge me towards liking the Master Dynamics just that much more. The thing is, most people are not going to have that option, so I have to think about myself, obviously, because I can only give you my opinion, and then I kind of try to put myself in other people's shoes. At the end of the day, you're going to get a really nice sound. Okay, probably the best in earbuds as far as the sound stage and the three-dimensional part of it. There's just no other bud that does that. Okay, but you really have to think about your usage. If you are using these in the gym, you're not going to get that what you're paying for, because you're going to spend $300 for that 3D sound, and you're really not going to take advantage of it. You're not going to listen to it. Okay, now the Terra Pros and the Jaybird Runs, they give you a good sound stage, all right? It's not narrow at all. Trust me, I am very picky and very hard on my earbuds and my over-ear. If you watch my other reviews, you can tell, all right? If I'm not happy, I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to bullshit you. I don't make money with this stuff, so I'm going to tell you how it is, right? None of these brands own me, and I'm going to tell you how it is from my point of view. I can be wrong, and I would hope that if you don't agree with me, you leave a comment as an adult and put, hey, I don't agree with you, and here's why. Maybe we can troubleshoot and get to the bottom of it. Maybe you're using an iPhone or an Android phone that's not bringing out the music like it should. I don't like Beats headphones at all, but I got to try the Beats Studios with an iPhone, and for some reason, that really did bring out the music. It sounded a lot better. I then hooked it up to my OnePlus 6T, and you can tell the mids were muddied by the bass. So I don't know. Maybe it's the connection. You know, we can have a discussion about it instead of slinging mud at each other. These videos are to kind of help you make a decision. If you're thinking about getting the Master Dynamics MW07, you are not going to go wrong. I don't personally think that they're worth $300. They had them on sale here recently, about 2 weeks ago, for the black ones, which I think are probably the nicest, those and the blue ones, but they only had the black ones on sale, and they went down to $225. If I can get them on sale for $225, yes, depending on my use. Since I've used them in the gym, I don't think they got loud enough for me. If I'm in a quiet room, they're okay. They're fine. I'm not complaining about the volume, but I like my music loud. I'm gonna say that just about in every video you watch of me. I like my music loud. So the Jaybird Runs and the Jaybird Terra Pros, they get louder. Even then, I would like it louder. All right, so that's coming from wearing, you know, the Crossfade 2s or the Neurophones. They get really loud, and that's kind of what I'm used to. But in the gym, sometimes loud music is not gonna, it actually works against you. There's too much noise, your brain can't process all this music being thrown at it, and then, you know, 200 burpees followed by, you know, a 2-mile jog and then heavy weight bench press. Your body can only take so much, guys, so don't attack it, you know. I think, and I'm always going to be on the lookout for better headphones. I'm actually thinking of doing the V-Modas, the bass fit. I'm thinking of doing those next. So stick around. I'll let you know. If you guys have any suggestions, I'd be happy to try them out and let you know what I think. But other than that, the Master Dynamics, pick them up on sale. You're going to get a solid buy. $300? I don't think so, man. For $300, you know what? I'd rather spend a little more. The Neurophones were recently on sale for $320, I think. I would rather get that. You're going to get some mind-blowing sound with the Neurophones. They're not buds, but I would rather have the Neurophones and then maybe a cheap pair of buds for the gym. or maybe just the Terras, they go for $100, than spending $300 on buds. And I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm getting my $300 out of it. Again, that's because it's not EQ'd to me. I don't like so much deep voice tones, and I listen to a lot of voice driven music, so if you listen to EDM, you're probably going to be okay. So that's my opinion, guys. Don't attack me for it. I'm doing this to help you guys. I'm doing this to give you another perspective. So if you're going to come and attack me, that makes me not want to make more videos. So I don't see what the point of that is. I think more non-bullshit, brand-driven videos is the best. A lot of these reviewers, they get this product and they tell you how wonderful it is and buy it and spend all this money. They're getting it for free, guys. All right, they're getting it for free, or they have some sort of money deal, or I'm not saying all the reviewers do, but you can kind of start telling which ones do. After a while, you can tell which ones have changed pace since they've gotten big and they've gotten a lot of followers. They don't do what they used to do, and compared to other devices in the price range, there's Jim Caddy does. Man, he's awesome. I love him. Jim's review room, he's really professional, but he kind of glosses over things for me too much. Love Flossie. Love Flossie. Flossie's my dude. Alright, so I think he tells it like it is. Definitely, I don't agree with him on some things, but for the most part, me and Flossie agree. So, anyways, that's my part 2 review of the MW07s. Hopefully we've talked about sound for you, build quality, the non-deal breaker problem. And you know what? Look. The lid does kind of stay still, so it's going to have to be a good bang to open them up. So that definitely, I wouldn't even worry about that, okay? I was kind of mad the first video because it kept opening and closing for me too much where I didn't want it. So that's not a big deal, all right? So that's very little quibbles. The sound, it's great. The 3D stage is probably the best. If you're okay with a little bit more lower voice tones, I'm not too happy with the volume. It's just not good for me in the gym, but just about everywhere else you should be okay. So, there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think.